Hi, Diane Roberts here from score4.25.blogspot.com with a little craft room update. When I last did an update on my craft room, things were just about in this setup. The format was just about the same. It's been working out really well. A couple of little things changed, like in the corner. Well, I had set up my new machine. My new machine is up and running here in this side of my room. There's my faithful Zuzu, always under one of my desks. And I've just recently embroidered this piece. I'm working on that. I'm trying to learn embroidery on this machine. I'm trying to learn quilting. Isn't this a gorgeous... Here we have a gorgeous jelly roll. That's going to be a bag, a tote bag for me. Yep, been making a lot of tote bags. I have the case for my embroidery unit. And this is all sewing supplies in those drawers. So I kind of switched off that cabinet with the cabinet, this bookcase. So I can easily reach all the things I need here for sewing, and these are the things I need for crafting at my crafting table. As you can see, I've got different markers. I've got some inks up there. And through here I've got my Stampin' Up! Markers, and in these little drawers I have the Blendabilities and the Memento. So very, very convenient for me to have these things right on the side of my stamping desk, although I also have my other sewing machine out because it's great to just have this machine out for straight sewing while I am embroidering on the Viking. This is an old Elna I got way back in the day. I've had this at least 35 years, and it still runs tip-top. So the piece, this, I got ribbon here. I've got some old whale type punches there, but the piece that I wanted to just show you, it's not much of a piece. Yesterday I went to IKEA with my brother and my niece Katie because my brother was looking to get some kitchen remodeling pieces. He's remodeling a kitchen that he's doing over in a house he's purchased. So IKEA was the place to go. They're visiting from Iowa, and we have an IKEA here in Massachusetts close to where it was like 40 minutes away, so we went up. And these two tables of mine had come from IKEA. So I saw the table and I saw this shelf, which, as I said, it's not much of a purchase. It was inexpensive. My brother Tim put it together for me. He just had to install the legs, which you can see these legs are very sturdy. It's just a little shelf. It's made of real wood. So he put the legs in a bit because I told him I wanted to store my two big spin-around caddies, my ink pad caddies, on top of this shelf. By putting them up here, it brings them to eye length. Eye height. It's great for my height, for my reach. It's not too far out of reach. I used to have it way over in the corner, way in that corner, which was way too far away, especially if I had an ink pad open and I wanted another one. It was always a disaster. And I had the other one in this corner on this level of table. So I took them both up, put them on here. There's still places for me to get clutter there. This is my scrap box of white and off-white that I can just slide right under. And this is a notebook for PPA, so I can keep track of what I'm doing. But it has freed up all this space on this table. I'm just so happy I bought it, and it's just a shelf. So that was the reason for my video, is to let you all know that sometimes just a little thing like a shelf is so helpful in freeing up your space. On my big cutting table, which I'm sewing in here now too, so I have to be able to quickly move to, fabric over to paper at any given moment. So I have another little shelf here. It's not as sturdy, but it's something I've had for some time. And I can put my envelope punch board up here, and also my regular platform for the Big Shot. I have the magnetic platform. I keep that on my Big Shot because most of the time I use that. And I have my Stampin' Trimmer right on the side of this, but when it's time for sewing I can just push them all up there. Got my Simply Scored behind that, leaning up against the wall. So I have all this space for either cutting paper or cutting fabric. Very, very useful. Again, nothing has changed here. Shelves in the former closet. I still have my lights on here. I recently took a picture of a card that I did today for the Friday mashup, but you'll see that on my blog. And my stamps and my other punches and the ever-moving ironing board. This is another bag that I'm making right now. So here it was. Just a quick update on consider shelving, because if things are at your fingertips, you're more apt to get more done and more apt to go back and stamp rather than just think about, oh, I wish I could go in there and stamp, but it's such a mess. You manage to keep things cleaner when everything has it. Oh, don't you hate it? A place for everything and everything in its place, but it's so true. So thanks for stopping in, and I hope you might consider just little changes in your craft room to make things a bit more convenient and organized. Happy stamping!